Today's news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. Russia's missile strikes have now killed at least 14 people today in several cities around Ukraine, and that number is expected to rise. CBS's Charlie Daggett reports.
Thunderous explosions shook the heart of the Ukrainian capital this morning right in the middle of rush hour, leaving streets near the central Maidan Square in flames. This was purely punitive, meant to strike terror in densely populated urban neighborhoods close to government buildings, even hitting a children's playground.
CBS's Stephen Portnoy tells us President Biden's been in touch with Ukraine's president about these attacks.
The White House says President Biden and Volodymyr Zelensky spoke by phone before Mr. Biden left Delaware to return to Washington. Zelensky said in a tweet that the two discussed air defense and that he urged U.S. and G7 support for a UN resolution condemning Russia's purported annexation of eastern Ukraine. Russia can't veto measures in the UN General Assembly the way it can in the Security Council. That vote is expected later this week.
Meantime, Russian hackers have reportedly hit websites of more than a dozen U.S. airports.
Among the airports affected, Los Angeles, Atlanta, LaGuardia in New York City, and O'Hare in Chicago. Federal officials are looking into the hacks. A Russian group called Killnet has taken responsibility. That same group claimed responsibility last week for disrupting websites for more than a dozen state governments. There are no reports of any airport operations being affected. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
The Mexican government is now suing companies in Arizona it says are responsible for the flow of illegal weapons into Mexico. The suit claims cartels are buying these up, and it's costing hundreds of thousands of lives. Authorities say about 60% of the weapons seized in Mexico recently come from U.S. border cities. In Georgia, the FBI has joined the search for a missing toddler. Chatham County Police Chief Jeff Hadley.
We believe with the continued assistance of the FBI, we'll have a resolution to this case. We understand that people far beyond Chatham County have become emotionally invested, and they want answers. We are committed to finding those answers.
The little boy's been missing for days, and this investigation could turn into a criminal probe. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis is pumping money into communities struggling to recover from Hurricane Ian.
We're awarding an additional $126 million to 24 communities across the Panhandle that are continuing to strengthen and rebuild.
Authorities are also still searching for victims there. The Dow lost 93 points today. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.